Greetings, dear Vikings, Crewmaker speaking. Now, with the release of Warhammer 40k on our doorstep coming out in December, they've announced that you can play the game in co-op. And whom better to bring along than a Warhammer 40k specialist, the Great Book of Grudges. Very quickly before we hop into the footage where the Great Book of Grudges and I are testing out the co-op features and how it plays together. But before we hop into the footage, let's talk about Warhammer 40k itself and what this game and the CRPG is that is coming out by Allcat Games. Warhammer 40k, very short, is and plays in the year 40,000. We have a fantasy setting with our typical orcs, elves, dwarves, humans, and other xenos and other creatures placed in a science fiction era. And Allcat Games dares to bring out a CRPG, a classical RPG, in this setting. I don't have to tell you that all eyes are on the company because we are rarely and not so often really getting good Warhammer games out there. And I as a Warhammer fan, and probably you as a Warhammer fan, are by now a little bit upset by the lack of quality and by the lack of good games in this genre. Well, genre is kind of wrong in this setting. And with that said, we are getting a grand RPG, turn-based combat with lots and lots of story decisions, lots and lots of roleplay, where you can really feel like the rogue trader you want to be. Do you want to be imperialistic and side with the Empire and help them expand in the Cronus expansion, I think it's called, the region where we are flying around? Or do you give in and side with the forces of chaos? Or you don't care for either and have your personal goals and means and plans ahead as a rogue trader. But let's hop back to the game. The game can be played alone or up to 6 players. Here, the Great Book of Grudges and I are tackling it in a 2 co-op where I read and roleplay and the voice act the voices of the NPCs. Fingers crossed we're going to have most of the game voiced. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to get all of it voiced, but most of it definitely should be. And we are, throwing the ball back and forth, me reading out the voice lines of the NPCs while the Great Book of Grudges decides for the answer. And with no further ado, enjoy our dabbling in the co-op section and a little snippets of the beginning of the game where there are already some heavy decisions to make. And depending on that, your story will unfold and have the butterfly effect, so to say. So every little action you do will have a consequence on your playthrough and give you also special options in your dialogue and make it personally your roleplay experience. And I can't wait for it. If you like what you see, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hop over to our live show as well on twitch.tv/CoreMakerTV and join along for this journey because we are going to definitely have it live on the show and here as well. Enough chit chat. Let's hop on to our recording. So, and here we are, dear rogue traders and Warhammer 40k fans. I am joined by the Great Book of Grudges, aka Nathan. Hello there.
Hello.
Nice to have you along here, testing out the co-op feature that the game presents. You can play it up to 2 to 6 players, each of them creating or grabbing one of your companions, one being the rogue trader, the main character that you create at the beginning. Here we are already in possession of our ship. We are at the brink of the Cronus expanse, the kind of parts of the known world of the Warhammer 40k universe to the Empire of Mankind. And do you know what defines a rogue trader? Do you know how you become one or what their premise and their workload is?
Well, the term rogue trader is extremely vast. Like a lot of them, the problem is just going with that is some of them are still very much Imperium, others are self-serving. They'll go on missions to pretty much. It's kind of like a bounty hunter in a sense. I think that's probably the easiest way to explain for those people who aren't really in the Warhammer franchise. But it is very, very hard to just put them down. Like, for example, I think
what would be the most idealistic picture of a rogue trader, seeing it from the Imperial aspect?
The semi-loyal bounty hunter, I would say. And that's
Similar
just
bounty
like
hunter.
it very vast when it comes to the topic of rogue traders and, well, most things in Warhammer 40k.
True. Well, I see them more of like kind of like explorers, traders per se as well, because they're like, you know, creating new routes, creating new contacts with Xenos and other factions. They're kind of like the pioneers on the edges of the unknown world and charting the unknown void of space that is endless. And I see them a little bit like, I don't know, like Vikings, like, you know, explorers going out there, finding new opportunities, but of course, being in possession of such a vast ship, they kind of very autark, they work on their own, often they forget about their loyalty to the Empire and duties and just, you know, do whatever they want. We'll see where this journey or this little snippet leads us. I'm excited for this being a CRPG, finally in the universe of Warhammer 40k. So we have tactical turn-based combat with all kinds of abilities. And what do you think? Should we show the audience already how this looks and plays?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see, because obviously we've just come in. How do you pick the character and so on? Because I don't know who I'm playing right now.
Right now we are in the ship control on the space map where we decide our next destination. So right now I will not be able to designate one of my 3 companions to you, but as soon as we are hitting land or any of the station, maybe Uruk 5 right now that is nearby, we can fly over there and check it out. We got a distress call from there just prior to the recording, and then I can assign you the characters. You can have a look at them and see what they can do. Let's hop over there.
Sounds good then.
No signal. So we have Ivanov, that is my main character, my rogue trader, a commissar. We've got Abelard, Idira, and Argenta with us as well.
So I can then just click on them. Okay, cool.
So, do you want the leadership of my more or less right-hand hand, an officer? Then we have a psyker, and then we have an sororitas, an adeptus sororitas, lovely white-haired lady with a bolt gun. That sounds magnificent.
I picked your second character. Oh, we got a cinematic.
I think Alkid is making a good job in presenting the architecture, the vibe.
You dare to argue with your master?
Yeah, it is very visually like what you expect from a 40k game, which is great.
My lips are sealed. Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning? Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Wretches, you will consign to oblivion for your transgression. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Orselio, I command you to execute these infidels. Very typical display of insubordinates. Got a little bit of a lag there in the cinematic still, but...
Little bit, yeah, but early access, you know.
Some strange guests on the station. And so we enter the scene. Typically, we have our, information and text on the left-hand side, highlighted colors. If you hover over them, that explains even further what they mean, what background has this word. You can even right-click on them to expand it and go into the encyclopedia and just, have a great teaching of the lore of Warhammer 40k. How's it looking on your side with being in co-op with me? Do you see the same screen with the same 3 answers?
I see all three answers. I see everything there with everything that you've got, it seems. That's great, actually. That is very, very good.
Perfect. So it's kind of auto-locking you as well into the conversation. So the focus goes for every player in the party to, hey, there's somebody talking. I'm curious how it works when we are like splitting and you talk to somebody at the other end of the corner and I talk somebody to the other end. If it throws my camera over to you and I am forced to join your conversation, or if each of us can individually act and interact. That would be interesting to see. But yeah, what do you think should we answer here? Keep in mind we're playing an commissar, very loyal, very imperialistic. If you want to roleplay Ivanov, my main character here, what would he answer to the Mr. Orselio who's saying here, "Step back or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness."
I mean, all of them actually see them pretty decent options. I'm more of an aggressive person, so that depends on how you play, though.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. So we're going for keep talking to me this way, and I'll make you swallow your tongue.
Why not?
Let's take that. You still dare insult me? But I do recognize this coat of arms. You're from the Valancius dynasty. This explains a lot more than you think. Later on, this of course will be, I think they said more than 90% of the game voiced, so we can expect in the full version a lot of more voice lines here.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm gonna go for reading Orselio's answer on this, and you go through the answers on your side, and you tell me then, or read it out loud, what we shall answer to maybe bring in a little bit of a dynamic here for our dear listeners.
Okay.
And since fate has brought such an important person into my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felek Christoph August, keeper of this station. So, you did not come to offer support to the traitors. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Urok of 5 is a holy sanctum of House Orselio, and the path to this only reveals to a select few. It pains me to say, you are not on the guest list.
See, the attitude just makes me angry, so...
Yeah, go for it. Tell me, what are we taking?
I don't know. I'm looking through it. They all look like pretty decent options.
That's what I love about Alcad. They have such a great taste in wording and giving you so many options how you want to roleplay your character to really go for, as you said, more the aggressive one. It also gives you a lot of choices in terms of like if you want to be imperialistic and, you know, bring on the imperial agenda, if you want to decide to do deals with chaos, if you are xenophobe or the other term, I don't know the term exactly, if you like aliens or don't like aliens.
Yeah. Well, we'll say provide me with a navigator and I will immediately depart the station. Just making a demand there.
There we go. I do not think this is possible. Urok 5 is an observation station. We do not sign contracts and do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movements of the warp storms. And besides, Felek gestures at the disorder around him. You have chosen an opportune time for negotiations. Seems like your answer leads to no route.
Yeah. Well, let's find out why. So what is happening on the station? Where did all these corpses come from?
Betrayal, a most banal thing in the life of nobility, don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Orselio, the second keeper of Urok 5 and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivably, they dared to take her prisoner. Greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. Felok falls silent for a few moments and then fiercely slams the end of his staff into the floor. You shall not pass! And I'm just kidding. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia and now are torturing her upstairs while we're oddly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more time because it is precious.
Okay, let's see something. I'm gonna click on the answer, see if that actually passes it through.
In this current version, not yet, but it will later on for the other players who are not playing the main character. Give the player who is here in the main conversation the options of, okay, your player 2 suggests you should pick this answer. And it
Okay, that's a good idea.
visually shows what you would like to choose. But I, for example, don't necessarily need that mechanic because I would experience this in this kind of back and forth with you right now, where I try to roleplay maybe the NPC and you roleplay the answers, and would have an interesting, experience and dive into it.
Yeah, no, but I'm because obviously that works really well. But the system of being able to have the other players vote essentially is kind of cool for those who might not be able to jump on voice chats. This isn't necessarily about ourselves, but other players too. You know.
Totally.
I kind of like the system of being able to vote. Let's get curious. What kind of help are you talking about?
I would never ask of you such a favor under different circumstances, and yet, Lady Cassia, well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precious and precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the Mistress Chamber, you will need to make a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orselio herself. This is the control rod and the elevator machine spirits. I have one part, and the other must lost during the mutiny. But even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered.
Okay. Well, little thing here, which I think people who know me quite well are going to find quite humorous. It's amazing on how, like, as a Chaos fan myself, I'm looking at these going, God, I wish I could snap all your heads off.
It will be like at the beginning when you are taking control over the ship, not to spoiler too much for those who want to play it, there are decisions that will design your early stage of your character, if he's like loyal to the Empire, if he's open to other things, and that will then represent also in conversations like this as an actual additional choice to choose.
Pretty interesting.
So probably if you're a Chaos fan and you're going for that, you probably might have here a vote option where it says, well, you're standing in my way, I will sacrifice you to whatever. Or
sounds awesome.
So lots of roleplay possibilities, and that's what I am super excited about. Owlcat having the hands on this CRPG, because Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous, their 2 Pathfinder RPGs, are fantastic in terms of role-playing your character and feel your role, what you decide to be. Like, if you want to be the baddie, you really feel like you are the baddie.
Well, yeah, well, you're winning me over with this, that's for sure. Let's go with why should I help you?
You came to this station for a reason. House of Celio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved, but if you aid us, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying, be it riches, influence, or the power of our navigators. Oh yeah, our navigator died. That's why we're looking for a navigator. I remember now.
Fair. So how do I remake the control rod?
I have a phylactery containing the Mistress' blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient and sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priests ceaselessly performed the rites of the appeasement to that machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hours is now upon us.
I guess we go with, so how am I supposed to power the elevator?
The station's main cogitator?
Oh wow, you throw me off that. Cogitator, yes.
There we go. Cogitator is seated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. Are we sassy or just, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, let's go sassy. If it's so simple, why don't you do it yourself? Why not?
I never said the feat would be easy to accomplish. The path of the laboratory and the guardroom is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid to displease the Navis nobility or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to the brute strength, something which I currently happen to lack.
I guess that makes sense.
So, what have you decided, descendant of Van Valancius' line?
Oh wow, there's a lot of options here. This is great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I can see you highlighting them too.
Oh, I can. Oh, you can see when I'm going over them with the mouse?
Yeah.
I see.
That's great. Honestly, that actually does help because that means that, again, great communication for maybe it's like not a lot of mic usage, so you're kind of still able to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm honestly quite happy about that. I mean, why not? If we go in here, we'll be fighting some mutineers, so it'll be an honor to serve.
That's the option.
Option 3. It'll be honored to serve
There you go.
the Lady Navigator from her woes.
You should hurry then. We shall stay here and hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, rogue trader. And we get the phylactery of blood. So we found a consumable item that we can use. Okay, now I hit escape. I go to roles, and I can give you who you want. Do you want my right-hand command? He plays like my commissar. He's kind of a tank. We have the Psyker, and we have the Adeptus Sororitas with a bolt gun.
I'll go with the Sister Battle.
Okay. And another one?
It's been a while since I've played, so let me just have one for now.
One for now. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I've applied it to her. You should be now able to run around freely while I also can go into different directions myself. There we go. Holding the tab button will highlight everything for you. At the moment, of course, because it's a test, it will show some weird code as my name under over Ivanov, or maybe over every character. I don't know.
For everyone.
Okay, for everyone. And then there's all kinds of things you can interact with, like, I don't know, for example, we have here some corpse on the ground where it says awareness. And depending on how you skill and how you expand your skills, you will be able to succeed in those checks and be able to interact with things and do specific items.
It's about time.
So, I'm a loot goblin. I see some corpses over here that says goods. Does that open for you up a screen as well? When I'm looting?
It doesn't open up for me, so I have to... If I go to the character, I can get a individualized screen.
Okay. Perfect. I'll just put... That's nice. So we can do individually explore the map as we go, and then when it comes to combat, move together and have the combat going. Or maybe even somebody can trigger the combat while the other one circles around it and attacks them from the different side.
That'd be kind of interesting. It'd be good for certain tactics if we see that there's a lot of enemies.
Definitely. Let's jump over this
Nothing's impossible for this old
chasm over
officer.
here. There we go. We have even an 100% chance of doing that, and we have some enemies up ahead. Looks like you have triggered combat, or have you triggered the pause option?
I might have... it's paused, but I'm assuming it's triggered combat because I was going without seeing them. Oh, no. They look kind of good, though.
Alt left click is also a highlight and ping for others of your group who's playing with you, so you can
Oh,
see,
that's great.
so you can see where they want to pin. I hope we get at some point maybe even some sort of like mini map so I can see the pin. I mean, I see it now that it's next to a character, but I hear the, like, if I ping somewhere in the edge of the room, you'll have to go search and be like, huh, where's this coming from?
Yeah.
So maybe some UI improvement in terms of like pinpointing that would be great. But yeah, we have some enemy up ahead and guard. But let's hit the unpause button. And let's see if we can get into fight with them. Also, you spotted a trap over there that we successfully disarmed. More traps even. Oh, that's why the pause triggered, because you have spotted a trap, and it kind of like goes into auto pause. Of course, you can set it up in the sections options if you want auto pauses to happen or not. Of course, it's coming in handy to not step into a trap. And there we have some guards. Let's see if I can engage into combat with the guards, and you can go from a different angle. So I would like to grab me Idara here, and she should start with a lightning arc right down there on these two guards.
Oops.
Never mind. So we have on the left-hand side our turn order. We can see who is in what order starting to play. And apparently there's 10 bodies in this combat. I see only 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, up there. We got quite a lot more on the staircase up. So, a full skull means full cover, a half shield means half cover. And with that, we are gonna decide where we can position our units right now in this green screen so we can move around. Let me place her over here. Let me place our other bard on this side and Ivanov as a tank next to you. And I'm ready. You're happy with your position up there? Covering the stairs?
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Do you want to come maybe to the left-hand side and help me shoot these 3 people down there? Perfect. Let's get it started. I'm clicking start battle. It waits on your side as well to click on start battle. And we're starting with Idara, and after that, your sister of battle, Argenta. Interesting, here we have the over your abilities on the right hand side. You had this little bar with some skulls on it, where it triggers special moves if you fill it up. And on my character, I have even a left-hand card over here. It's called the Veil Degradation, meaning the more psychic abilities I use, the more I open potential doors to the warp. And it could end up in my character being taken over by a demonic being, or by some chaos god, or some other bad stuff happening if I overdo it with the psychic abilities. But speaking of, let's throw up some arc up there and zap them. Ooh, slow motion kill, and he drops from the bridge with some ragdolls. Nice. So that was that, and then we are giving a full warning on you.
Was that you?
Meaning that you get a little bit of more protection, and you can have a higher chance of dodging, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly, your dodge and parry increases by 10% until the end of combat. So for the rest of the combat, you're buffed. And with that, we are ending my turn. It's you.
All right, well,
So whenever you do an attack action, this will stop you from doing anything else. This is like a final action. She has some run and gun where she can move and shoot. So the tactic here is more or less to position first, attack then, and then use the abilities to, I don't know, do another move and another shoot. So maybe
I think just going with a burst fire or was a single shot better?
He has HP 6. You can check the single shot and see if that would be enough damage
that's going to be enough.
To take him down there, for example. So you can do a single shot on that dude.
74%. I've got really bad luck with these things, though.
There we go. And shot his legs off. Oh my god.
Very good bolter sound, too. I'm very happy with that.
Oh yeah, the sound design and the OST is super. Even this kind of cathedral combat music that we have running here right now.
Okay, well, I guess end my turn, right?
Let's see. I'm standing a little bit in the open with her. Luckily, they're not really good in their shootings. Now we have Ivanov. So Ivanov can endure. There are, from what I see, all range units up there. But, well, what is the best defense? Good offense. Therefore, we are sprinting down there.
getting tutorials for some reason.
Exactly, it's giving us with attacking with different weapons. They have all kinds of like different projectiles and attack modes, so you can go really, really tactical. Right now, it's giving us a tactical appearance of our ship, because there will be also space combat with your ships. But let's just skip over it for the moment, and we're just gonna hammer down there some multi-shots. Even though it will probably not hit. Yeah, it was a dodge. That's okay. And with that, we are skipping that one, leaving Abelards. I'm gonna give you after this combat also Abelards, or maybe I can do during the combat. Let's try this out. Rolls, apply to apply. There we go. You're in control of my second officer, so to say.
That is actually good to know, because that means you can, like, just in case like someone has to go AFK, can you also take away permissions too?
Exactly. Yeah, I can just go escape, rolls, and take away the permission again from Abelard. Hit apply, and is back in my restrictions. So.
Okay, that is really cool. I want to do a little quick test. Can you give me every single character to see if that's possible? Because I'm thinking about this of, like, say you're playing with a player, and that person needs to go to the bathroom or something.
There you go. You got controls of all of them.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now you can take them off. That's great to know. That is honestly great to know. For future reference, that is honestly really good to know. Okay, so I guess we're going to move in.
Definitely. I think he has, like, some skills to toughen up himself. If he gets hits, he's not getting that much damage or something like that.
Allies in a radius of 3, yeah.
There we go. Race for impact.
And do we have anything else? Not much. Okay, cool.
What I would also love if you controlling the character, that I see his skills as well. Because right now I see only
that would be good, yeah.
I see only the life points and whatnot. They're having a really good position up there. Super disgusting that we need to rush up there. They're all focusing on your Abelard, but good that he's hiding behind there. Oh, one shot again through.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're shooting like the stormtroopers from Star Wars movies. But then again, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't that hard to become conscripted into the Imperial Army. So they're kind of like, here's the weapon, there you pull the trigger, go to the front line.
Pretty much, as a in the 40k franchise, unless you were in like a specialist troop, you were just there to die. It was literally go in, if you live, you live.
Exactly. So Idara over here took care of those two, but is now not of use of anything else, my dear Psyker. And everybody else is far too away for any buffs. Therefore, that was it with her. Giving you some movement with her. Maybe you can, with a normal move, come as close as possible, and then with the run and gun option, come next to Abelards and start also hammering some shots back to them.
Let's try that.
Run and... oh, it actually is called run and gun. Interesting. Exactly. Now it shows where you going, and from there it kind of draws line of sight and possibilities of which targets you can attack. We have one over here who kind of looks a little bit in the open, and I'm sure that little bar will protect him.
The highest is the commander, 55%.
Probably the command. Yeah, let's throw some on the commander down. He's standing in the open. True. Ooh, nice shot.
Sweet.
That must have hurt.
Did he just...
Yeah, he just spread shot and killed his own buddy. Oh dear. Apparently didn't care. So, let's see if the... oof, if the charge ability doesn't work like I'm thinking it should, this might come badly. But let's give it a try. Even off. Run to the front. And then we're doing a charge. Oh, it's working.
Not a problem for me.
There we go. Axe into the face. And still gets me 2 AP left to do things. And I will do Endure until war's next turn. All incoming damage is reduced by 3.
Suits my purposes.
There we go.
I'm
And
really liking the sound design here. I'm actually really happy about that.
and then we're throwing another chain axe on him.
All too easy.
And with that, the commander falls. And up next, I will pinpoint
Already done.
this dude over here. Oh wait, I have to attack him. Never mind, next turn. At all costs is something when I attack a unit, they get marked. And once they're marked and somebody of my companions killed them, I get extra AP for that turn.
Cool.
Up to
Alright.
you, Mr. Abelbard. Can you should be able to walk up as far as possible and charge that target over there with the charge ability and show us some chainsword action. Oh, beautiful.
Unlucky.
Oh
Can
no,
I hit him again?
still a good strike. Yeah, the charge was only an ability. There we go.
There we go.
I love the sound of it. Ooh, that was some nasty hits from that.
Not like this.
One falls to the ground.
Shall know them.
At least the AI is smart enough to go for the weakened characters.
Oh yeah, the AI is brutal. The AI is brutal. You will have to tactically do good.
They who descend the future on the
So
battlefield.
we're moving over here. She also has a pistol if I put the staff away. But still not close enough whatsoever.
Will do.
Yeah, what I thought. She has also the aim of a stormtrooper. Good. Let's see if our Soroitza lady can do something.
Trying to get into a good vantage point. I think over here will be good. Try and just... Yeah, we got line of sight. Okay, cool.
Standing in the open is a little bit dangerous, but we got it. Also, what I like about the system here, now that our character got down to 0 HP, doesn't necessarily equal to being dead. He is now unconscious, lying on the ground, and if you hover over him, it says he suffered a trauma, his broken ribs, and there's like all kinds of different trauma specific on what kind of weapon attacks you, what kind of attack it is, and you know, it gives a lot of in-depth in terms of like, you know, combat and combat effects. And from what I've seen, there's also later on specific targeting. Oh my goodness gracious, just shot his arm off.
That's pretty good. I wanted to try out the burst of fire. I must say, not the best. She's not the best shot, but.
I mean, the target is dead, so...
Oh yeah, she got the job done.
Okay. Well. You dare to shoot the future rogue trader? Pesky gods. Let's charge him.
You didn't stand a chance.
It is so satisfying. The hits are also satisfying. And then burst fire him into the back. Oh, beautifully. Another
Only
one.
one enemy left.
Another one bites the dust.
That seemed pointless. He just shot like into a piece of furniture, essentially.
I mean, he probably hoped that it will melt through and hit you.
I guess.
That's it from my Psyker. She cannot do anything else. So I think with an moving up and then run and gun, you can kind of like run right next to him and shoot him into bits. There we go. Let's get a good close up on this.
Really? Only 25%?
Are you
Good Lord.
burst shooting on him or single shot?
I'm gonna burst it. There's a better chance of killing him. Oh my god. It's like XCOM, man. You go freaking point blank and nothing.
Yeah. I mean his calculation is the that he's behind cover and you're not on the same line as him. So like if you would stand over there, his cover bonus would go away. But yeah, of course, visually it looks a little
Literally point blank, yeah.
visually looks a little bit funky. So let's reload the pistol and just suppress fire over there.
Problem for me.
Oh,
Hit the Emperor's face.
Shot me instead.
looks like my Ivanov is also not so good in aiming. But yeah, as you can see, positioning and shooting, there's no such
Oh, he's
thing.
just as bad.
There's not such thing as missing. Like the projectile will go further until it hits something. So the laser gun that passes you will hit somewhere in the back room and something. And therefore there is a high chance of friendly fire, as the two guards just proved earlier, who the one shot the other one in the back because he was not good enough wielding his own weapon. So okay, we're actually good. Well, I guess it is up to you now to deal with this last man standing. How much is the percentage now in the straight line?
36 or 64.
Yeah, her aim is still not the bestest. Oh!
There.
Did for you the same effect happen? Did his head fly off?
Yes, yeah, we had the same effect.
Okay. Wow.
That's great. That is honestly great. It's just... If I would have missed that, I would have raged. Not because of the game, it's just I've got that bad luck.
Oh boy. Okay, let me get next to your character to give an aid kit on him.
This will help.
So you can heal this broken ribs. Okay. Can be removed fully unhealed on the void ship. Okay, so I just used the first aid kit for nothing because your broken ribs can only be completely healed being back on our void ship. So what comes now here super much in handy is hitting the tab button and highlighting what are kind of things you can interact with and loot. And then of course everything you don't want as an item to equip on your units, you can place that on the cargo parts, and that will create a cargo. So you will have a cargo of range weapons, you will have cargo of melee things, you will have cargo of supplies and whatnot. And whenever you fill them up to have 100%, that creates an cargo loads on your ship that you can then use for trading and other shenanigans. So all items are more or less accounted for and actually have a use. Even if they don't have a use in terms of improving your character, you can at least direct them into being an trade leverage or a trade item.
Pretty good. Okay, all right. Well, there's a door. Shall we smash our way through?
Oh, definitely.
None shall stand in my way.
Out
Lovely.
for blood now, man.
Over there.
Ooh. Be sure to click somewhere else behind you before unpausing, so you're not stepping on the trap.
Yeah. Okay.
And then hit space to unpause. Perfect. I'm sitting in my specialist to disarm this. There we go. Although you have, I think, the explosive specialist with Argenta, the Adeptus Mechanicus. She's very good in explosives. Following you. What do we have here? Some goods on the grounds. Navigator flash sample. That sounds disgusting.
So, like, this is all shared, right, between us?
Yeah, if you hit I, inventory,
Yeah.
We have access on the same inventory.
Oh, that's great.
So all the items that are there and whatnot are shared. So there is, for example, an gloves of endurance right now. Whenever the wearer of these gloves gets in injury or falls unconscious, their allies gain a bonus to damage. So you could give those gloves, for example, your Abelard, the melee character with the chainsword. Also, his intelligence is below 35, so you could give him also the little talisman, the Grace of Oblivious, that gives the wearer +5 toughness if their intelligence is below 35.
Okay, well, I'm looking at these areas. Oh, sorry, my cat attacked me.
A new challenge for me.
Over here, I guess we have to jump.
There's
You have a door.
There's also a door. Yeah, definitely use the pause, the tab to see if there's like interactive objects around you, like doors and whatnot.
Oh, right.
Yeah, send your... Oh, there's a trap. No, there's people on the other side of this metal bar, and...
They'll be able to see us.
Maybe, but send in your sororitas. She's the demolition specialist, so to say, to disarm the trap.
And
Oh, the trap is linked to another room, as we can see on the ground. So there's like a little line going.
oh, why did she walk that way?
That's okay. Just took a little plasma shock. Fresh injury, stack 2. Well, now we could test out the healing ability with the med kits. Will that take care of that?
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
It took away one of your wounds, and with the other med kits, the other wounds. Okay, it works simultaneously. Super good. So far, I'm really impressed with how fluent the co-op thing works. There's like no staggering. It really goes smoothly from one to another.
Yeah, it feels quite good. Honestly, I'm quite happy with what we've seen so far.
BCCon is to put a demolition charge on this door on our left-hand side and have our adept sororitas have some fun and glory in explosives.
Okay.
The Emperor favors me today.
There we go. Unlocked it, and with that we are coming closer to those guards that are standing there. Do you hear the screams? Move! Sir, are you right? We can't hear anything. Huh. Maybe. Oh, I'm feeling dizzy. Now I see you're in the league with them. Is this an insertion? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. Oh, wow. He changed his tune. Do you think he's, like, getting affected by the warp or something?
Yeah, it's very, very obvious chaos corruption.
Get a hold of yourself while he was ducking. Or, oh no, you're all traitors. Traitors, all of you! They told me, they whispered. Hey, who are you? I wonder if we can now interact with him and manipulate him into belief. Oh, wow.
Okay, well, a little bit of exposition, I guess.
So, have a look if they have anything good in terms of loot on them.
It's about time.
Guns, I guess.
Probably.
Don't need all of them.
But then again, we can leave the loot as we're just showcasing and highlighting some of the co-op features here. So let's use a multi-key for this door instead of a... Did not work. How about attack? Also not. Well then, be my guest and freaking blow that door up. If the normal means doesn't want to.
Oh, it's a storage unit.
Looks like it.
What in the world? Excellence matters.
Lots of cakes, I guess.
Lots of cargo.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new.
Oh,
there's a
wow.
lascan in there.
Yeah, long las. It's quite cool. I wonder how many weapons are in the game.
Oh, a lot. The inventory and arsenal is huge from what I've seen. So, my character got a new body armor. And I think you could give a lascan to Abelard with the chainsword, so he has a range and close combat weapon because he has none. So maybe grab that so maybe grab that lascan that was in there.
Yeah. And I guess like this, and see, I was looking around because for me it's a big thing with scenery, right? And I like seeing the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looks really, really good, so I'm quite happy with this. All right, go in.
How may I serve the dynasty?
Sure.
Clearly, these areas, there's nothing here.
I mean, there's some. There's 2 more doors back here.
Oh, is that? Am I blind? Yes, I am.
I'm always using the tab button to. Oh, there's actually people in there. Be my guest and go you inside, and I'm curious if it triggers a conversation with other characters. If you talk to them.
Just screaming, ah.
Okay, I guess they're losing their minds. Oh, there's something on the top left-hand side. What is that? For some reason, the arch enemy Twisted Influence has found its way into the station.
Yeah, chaos.
Some chaos corruption. You can, if you now feel like, okay, these might be lost souls, click on one of your characters, for example, the sister, and then click on her ability on the bottom and probably target the servants and attack them.
What, so just like shoot them?
Yeah, you click on your character and then click on the shoot ability on your bottom side and then click on them. Curious if that triggers something. Okay, doesn't.
I did 23 damage and it didn't do any. It didn't kill him.
Okay, maybe they're. Maybe not yet, but you should be able to interact with everything. So let's have a look behind the last door. This looks like the cogitator that we're looking for.
Yeah.
Because he was saying that it's behind the barracks. So let's hit it. The cogitator one screen is covered with cracks and awaking the cogitator's spirits. There we go. And now it's the proper interaction with the machine spirit, where you like ask him to do all kinds of things. We want the elevator controls, right? We want to get to the lady.
Yeah, we do.
So activate the elevator. Then we're going back. Do we want anything else from there?
I think we're fine, right?
I mean, we can hop, for example, into, I don't know, the main chamber controls. And we can
open all the doors, yeah. That would be
open all the
helpful.
doors. Data corrupted, processing arrow. Oh, wow. All my answers are now in 0 and 1s.
See if we had a AdMech person.
I'm curious if somebody if somebody watches the video and they're good in this encoding this, if they actually mean something. And from what I know from AllCAD, these are actually not random 0 and 1s put together, but actually.
No, yeah, if we had someone from the Adeptus Mechanicus, they would be able to decode that.
Very likely. Very likely. I mean, there's tons of companions that you can acquire. I know that one of the Adeptus Mechanicus is one of a potential companion that you can bring along. So I'll just click something, and then click something.
It's just
and
roulette
then,
here.
And then click another thing, and then click the last one. Okay. I have no clue what I did in the main room. I would laugh if we go back and the main room is, I don't know, sucked out into the space because I opened all the airlocks or something like that. Let's request some data on the navigator station. There are one navigator who's still alive, Theobald Orselio, and I think Felag Orselio. Okay, so apparently the character who was super cheeky with us at the beginning is a navigator. I love that you can, you know, interact with the world and find out things, and when you know this information now, you will probably be able to go back to him and be like, hey, you are a navigator. Why you didn't tell me that before?
There we go. Can you hear me again?
I can hear you.
Cool. Sorry, sirens.
All good, all good.
All right, where are we going now then?
You said something about a thing to crawl through that you found.
There was, yeah. Over here.
I better
There we go.
myself through my service.
Oh, you put it aside and found a dead body on the grounds that has noble silk gloves that gives you +5 in persuasion. If you wear them, I think we're gonna give that our rogue trader into his hands. There we go. There's also some other gloves and a trinket that you can equip on your Abelard. One is a skull trinket that goes into his talisman, and the other one is a wrap around his hand, both increasing his toughness more or less. He's gonna resist more in combat.
I'll lay claim to
So the skull trinket, and what else?
Like a little wrap around the hand, it looks like. A hand with a white wrap around it.
Are these the,
Gloves of endurance.
oh, right, the gloves.
Perfect.
Okay, looks good. All right. See, I was thinking that was going to sort out something, because there is a clear door there. Ooh, what's going on?
I don't know. All of a sudden got some... Maybe that's the thing that I clicked on the cogitator.
Yeah.
Like some big chaos corruption happening.
Oh. Weird. Well, there's a door here, quite a large door.
I won't tolerate.
Yeah, minimap is definitely useful for pinging.
Coming to you.
I guess here then?
Yeah, open it up. The door is secured by a sophisticated mechanical lock.
So we didn't open it with a cogitator?
Maybe.
Challenge for me?
Maybe, but the elevator where we came from should be open now. So we should be just crawling back our path over here, jump back over. And the elevator now should be free to use to go up to the lady. A control rod is required. Oh, damn. True. Still need that rod. We have one part of the rod.
We've definitely missed something in the other room then.
Yep.
Right, back we go then.
Back we go. Also, we leveled up if you want to showcase that.
Rise to the occasion.
You click on the yellow arrows under your
I'm always
character
ready.
picture. And then it hops into your leveling, where you have your level 1, and at level 16 you get archetypes to the base class that you have. And then at level 36 you're going into the last specialization. And you can go really wild in terms of how you skill and min-max your character in what direction you want them and what kind of specialist you want them to be.
Cool. I'll do this another time though, because that's gonna take a long time to sort out.
Of course, of course.
And I just want to shoot something because we got a fancy gun and I want to be able to use it.
Exactly. Let's figure out how we You go into the other room. I'm gonna loot the rest of this room here and see if we're missing some part. Because he was saying that he gave us one part of the rod, right? And he said the other part is somewhere within the rooms of the soldier barracks. So depending on that, guess we need to find a different thing. I found another mutated flash sample. I found an Ripper auto pistol.
Oh, I think we missed the room here.
That apparently has some armor penetration. Ooh. That sounds intriguing. I'm gonna change my auto pistol to a Ripper auto pistol. Looks like a little hand shotgun instead of the hand pistol.
Okay, how about...
None shall
We're clearly missing something, but...
Definitely. See if you can interact with the cogitator.
Yeah, I'll go back there then.
And see if any of those 1101s makes any sense to you.
Did that open for you too?
Yeah, it opened for me too. Can you choose anything there?
No, so it's completely with you.
Okay. I'm curious if that in the end product will be separated, so each of them can interact with something. Call Ryket Minoris for help. Let's try that out.
Pretty good idea, yeah.
System cannot carry out the command despite the ear compliance of the machine spirit. Okay. Examine the log. It gives us some log over here.
Probably the report.
Let's have a look. Box reports. This officer, do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chamber A and D are on the power. The tech priest crew sent the investigator problem. Not responding. Requesting back. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to the explosive decompression of the living quarters. Oh my gods. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause of this officer's sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment with enough oxygen of 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior Station Officer, this is Captain speaking. We have attempted to contact the Winter Scale Skyen for help, but something is jammed the signals. We never received a reply. Anyone, if you are in doubt, shoot to kill. Fair enough. Okay, this is just overall reports giving us an idea of the situation over here. I guess some main chamber controls over here. We need to tinker around with that. Open all doors on the main level. Warning, data progressing. Let's click on that one. We haven't clicked. Let's click on that one.
I heard something, right?
According to reports, this door has already been opened. Click on this one. Aha!
There we go.
This opens. Okay, this opened the big door. There we go. Okay, found it. Let's meet back at the main bridge then. Let's hop out of this, stop disturbing machine spirits, and dialogue. Perfect.
Coming back now.
I'll lay claim to the
I'm very
stars.
curious how the last gun sounds. Does it also have like a little scope on it?
Yeah, it does.
Cute. So, let's move in.
Victory awaits.
It's like a little chamber over here. What the hell has happened here? There's definitely something has been tinkered with it within the pod in the middle. I don't know. I can try to check it with my Medicae skill to see if
matters.
synthetic amniotic fluid pools across the floor belly, assembled traces, stretched to the side opposite of the entrance. Okay, so something has been in a tank in here. God knows what they were experimenting on.
Follow my lead.
So I guess now... Oh.
So we have a door over there to open. And there are even more tubes and tanks down here. Oh my goodness. What are they experimenting with? Yeah, I'm with you. The atmosphere and the level design is really good.
Well, there's a Medicaid here. Don't kill me. All right.
Lady Casa
interesting.
Medica. Okay, we have to remake the control rod. So we got a first puzzle apparently ahead of us, where we have, I guess, some flasks that we have to fill with different colors in order to make the lady's blood sample or whatever it needs for the rod.
Oh, okay.
I guess. So she doesn't see anything? They all just lost their minds? Please don't kill me. Okay. Let's see if we find a book somewhere with some information.
Tissue flask.
The Monsieur.
Catalyst flask.
Or can we just here click on remake the control rod? Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Well, there we go.
Okay. Simple as that. Good. I hate puzzles.
Do you?
Yeah.
We have over here a transductor. What if I place into the transductor some adamantium? Close.
What is that?
Okay, I did place some adamantium in there, and I get as a goods out of it adamantium dust. Okay, so we can do all kinds of shenanigans in here. Quickly checking out the Regent flask of here, adamantium dust. I'll place it into the first flask. Can I put into the catalyst flask? I could play the black water into the catalyst fat. Oh, I'm gonna produce here something disgusting probably in a bit. Tissue flask gets a mutated flash sample, and the data crypt connector gets the data crypt H41 OK that I picked up, and then all together does. Let's just save really quickly. I have
goes wrong, yeah.
no clue what I put together, and okay, that sample over there exploded.
Yeah.
But there is a note about the research on the right-hand side. Probably if you are reading through it, it will teach you what kind of combination you can do here. Good, we have the control rods back to the elevator. Let's see what the lady's all about. And then I say we have proven that the co-op really works nicely simultaneously.
Done.
There we go. Okay.
Jumping over, putting the rod
Honestly, it's smoother than I expected.
Control rod is required. I mean, I have it. Oh, there we go. You dealt with the threats and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second hesitated, the mistress of her life. And there suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into the shoulder and starts mumbling. The crossroads? There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor, flimsy, they fall at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor.
Just
Thank
ignore her.
Okay. The station has enough problems with your sorcery, Psycho. Do we hand over the key? Do we keep the key?
Guess give him the key, right? That's what we've been doing so far.
Okay, hand over the key. Thank you, Rogue Trader. I don't even know what to say. Status and honor prevented me from admitting it before now, but you have awoken hope in me. Hope that I might actually leave the station together with the mistress. So, I humbly ask you to deal with the scum huddling upstairs and hurry to adorn my mistress with the relic of the house, a sacred amulet against all evil. Okay. I guess since we're so helping then.
We might as well, right?
Or just tell him, if you turn out to be a lousy navigator, or after all this effort, I will personally feed you to the Void Kraken. Just so we're clear.
Sounds good, yeah. Yeah.
If everything goes as planned, you will not have to worry about such things. I love that you can have so many weird different answers on all this.
It's great, man. Threatening people like that is just awesome.
So, let's up we go. Oh. Oh! I recognize that character over there. I guess some people are losing their minds here.
Yeah.
Cassia, the pit figure with unnaturally long limbs, stands with her arms raised, her hands deformed. I'm gonna skip a little bit over this. We had a willpower check here while she was playing, or some chaos corruption is happening. That we are succeeded. Our psyker says to stop her. Agenta says heresy. So, do we want to try a persuasion? Do we want to try to use coercion?
What options do we have? I mean, 40 isn't too high, is it?
I mean, even if it's pretty good in being persuasive.
I mean, why not? Yeah, let's try persuade.
I mean, persuasive is like the kind approach, and coercion is like in being intimidating. And both go from the same skill.
Value, yeah. I mean, let's go for... Yeah, by the Emperor, if you don't stop your sorcery immediately, I'll shoot you in the head.
I love the lines. Let's see if it was succeeding. Oh, it did succeed. She really shakes her head and lets out the draw of sound. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you? It matters little, your profane creature will die.
It's a bit too mean.
I mean, she is the lady that we're trying to save here, right? I'm looking for a navigator to join my crew. You look like you'll do.
Exactly, you're working for us.
I'm afraid I cannot respond to such unaccepted. What is this? I feel faint. Boom. The child, Lady Cassio. Where are you, sacred child? Braun preserve. You! My eyes failed me, for they are unable to make you out of their enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move, and will bring the wrath of the house upon you. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one is so deranged, it's making the whispers shriek like all the hells. You might just open that eye of his. Do you know the lore behind those people with the third eye? Are they like some seers or something like that? Do they try to tap into the void? Are they genetically?
See, eyes
altered?
in general are just linked to the Chaos God Tzeentch. I'm not too sure about this specific cult, but I do remember seeing like a bunch of promo stuff. That there was quite a lot of Tzeentch stuff for this game, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean we have a lot of eyes here, also in the architecture embedded.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know, harm. I came to seek the navigator's aid, and we succeeded here again. If these checks, for example, would not be successful, the whole outcome would be taking a different turn, and it's that's what I love about this game. Like, even if we are playing the same scene, like you're playing on your run and I on my run, the outcomes and the situations might be completely different from one another because of successful rolls and not successful rolls. I'm not sure. Are you like somebody who reloads if the outcome?
Oh no! I can't reload. Like, I'm one of those people that I have to see it through, and it goes badly for me sometimes.
yeah, same. It's just, you know, it's my story, and if it goes bad, it goes bad.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see who we are. Ivanov von Valancius, rogue trader. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. So, do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house. Today, you decide. So
I mean, yeah, ask what he wants.
should we ask what he wants? What service do you
Yeah.
ask of me?
Yeah.
Save the sacred child. Take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. Okay, there's something going on with her, and apparently these people are trying to keep her at bay or maintain her powers, because apparently she was emanating those waves of psychic energy. And there's some great rewards.
Reservations about this coming.
Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. You're talking as though you expect to die here. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felag inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I'm dying. Praise the throne. Okay, let's say we have made our decision.
Yeah.
What do we want? Do we bring her on board or not?
Yeah, let's bring her. Might as well, right?
I mean,
We want a navigator.
That's true, but since this is, you know, for content and we're kind of ending our showcase here with this scene and let the other people find out and what's going on with Cassia. Cassia's, as if you bring her on board, she will be one of your potential allies that you can bring with you on missions as well. But, you know, let's just turn it around and be the last thing I need is a monster on my ship. Rash words, this will cost you with your life. Duty calls us now. And let's finish it with a big fight.
Yeah.
and
all right,
probably die. So we have some ranged units at the back. Some defenders. Maybe you can take care of them with your ranger, with your you know, sister.
Yeah.
So you can take care of these targets. So you could, for example, place her here. Oh wait, that's even off. Place her as far back as possible to have a clear shot. Although, oh, you are starting even, so you will be the first to go when the combat starts. So you could definitely shoot one of the defenders and do a run and gun and shoot another defender. So
yeah,
you could take
down here.
totally take down two with one go. And then we have the guard and one of the defender being. Okay, so we need the. If you look at the throne or the painting, the bottom one to die because he will be before one of our other characters can act. So the bottom one needs to die first, and then it's up to you, whoever you kill second.
Do you mean the guards up here?
The guards at the bottom.
Okay.
Like
So
you're standing
I've
very
got-
alone in the back.
Point blank with this one. I could. Oh, there's another guard here. All right.
Because if you hover with the mouse over the who is coming next, you can see that the lady casts defender, the third one who's coming before our characters. He will be in our back. So if we get rid of the people who are at our back.
Yeah, there we go. So that's one. And I'll leave the melee character at the front so he can deal with them direct, I guess, right?
I'm not sure you want to let him stand there because he will be after Theobald, that psyker up there, so he will probably face tank whatever he's throwing at us.
Alright, so I'll bring him down.
But yeah, we can leave them at the front if you want to. Let's just leave both frontliners up there and see what happens.
I mean, screw it, why not?
I'm good on my side. Starting battle. So let's see, Argenta.
Not enough.
Really.
I could run and gone, I guess, right?
Yeah, maybe
Shoot
you run
him again?
into cover over here, so you're covered from the whatever comes from the front. Let's kill him off.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm terrified. Vision of triumph. He gazed into your soul. Wow.
Shields me.
Somebody has some good aim back there.
Yeah, bloody hell. Was that not a wall?
Oh, he missed you and shot his friend.
Okay, well, the commander. Should I go for one of the gods or one of the or the psyker?
So I would say we should kill off the ads first. So the one on your left-hand side, maybe take care of them. That one first. Brace for impact. Ooh, he
How
dodged.
do you miss? Wow. Oh.
He dodged. So is one tile distance enough for a charge attack? It is not. What if I move one tile further and then charge back?
Nothing I
That
can't
counts.
do.
Oh, I get an attack of opportunity.
I'll live another day.
And he dodges. Wow. Nasty.
All too easy.
Nasty business. Let's hit him again.
Already done.
There we go.
Was your biggest mistake.
Oh, the chain axe is so good. Isn't it counted as an heretical weapon, actually? The chain axe?
No, because there's certain circumstances that you can use weapons which wouldn't be considered normal Imperium stuff. There are like Inquisitors who use like Eldar weapons and Tau weapons, for example. It's one of those things where it's heretical unless it's serving a purpose, you know?
Oh, I see.
Why me?
Okay. Well, the front line is... I definitely need to boost your
Anything else?
dodging and parrying. Let's do that. Improve your ability over there a little bit. And then we can do a Psychic Shriek. And blast some of his ears out. Who's up next? There's the commander back there. There's the one in front of you. Let's do the one in front of
But
you.
of course.
Let's see if I can blast his ears out. Ah, not enough. He resisted.
Still damage.
True.
Right. Into 18%? Really? Wow, that's awful.
Yeah, because you're winded from the run and gun. It's your marksman suffers a penalty on ballistic for one turn.
Well,
Another gay soul. Commander, ow. Point blank shot. He's shooting the lady on the floor.
well, let's try again.
Do you have a medkit on you with him? On the bottom left, it should be. If so, the hotkeys would be F1, F2.
Yeah.
You could use, if you have still abilities, use that on you to heal yourself. There you go.
There you go.
So... Do you think you need help with him over there? I mean, he just
I
did
should
his
be
attack.
fine.
Okay. Well then, let's do a charge attack on the commander.
For me.
Beautifully. Let's do the at all costs. And endure. And attack him again. So we mark him. There we go. There's no little skull over his head. So you need to kill the commander. And that will give me extra ability points for the next round. or somebody else, then my main character needs to kill it. It's going off, putting out some shots. So it's kind of interesting. You really need to think of your ballistic line of your weapons. If it misses, might it potentially hit something on the other side?
Yeah. I like the system though. Like it does. It makes you have to worry just in case if you're using like a heavy weapon or something.
True, true, true. So we want to buff Argenta. Argenta has this. She still have the buff on her? No, she doesn't. Let's give you an increased dodge chance. And let's do another shriek on that target in front of your dude. There we go. His ears went poof. And with that, we are done with Idara.
Right, I'm gonna try and get into point blank again and see if I can actually kill him.
But yeah, I think point blank, like one tile next to each other, is actually even worse. But I'm not sure.
Oh wow, I couldn't even kill him. I mean, I could do run and gun and fire again.
Yeah, do it. Maybe get over here so you're covered from the other dude who's hiding there behind the resting corner or whatever that is. Sleeping room, bedroom.
Couldn't see where you pinged actually.
It's that big bedroom over here. There's still one. With those covers or foldable walls. It's when you look at the painting on the left-hand side. Over here.
No, it's not showing. I can't see it. Oh, no, I won't be able to go all the way out that way.
No, just if you put yourself around the corner, he will not be able to shoot you in the back.
Okay.
Well, let's hope. Point blank in your face. There we
There
go.
we go.
I love how the bullet went through him and hit into the ground. Because with your bolter gun bullets, they have actually thought about that from a lore perspective. That those guns will potentially shoot through. So if they're standing within line and you target somebody at the front, the bullets might go through them and hit targets at the back as well. Super disgusting.
Well, you're gonna have to save this here.
Let's see. I'm gonna move up here. We're gonna press endure so we get less damage. And then we're gonna do sweep attack that will hit both. Never mind, the other one dodged apparently. Okay. That was it from Ivanov. Don't tell me he's shooting up there. Okay,
They're really going for it, aren't they?
they're trying to shoot up there apparently. So we're gonna keep shrieking. Seems like that is working quite nicely. Let's see if we can take out that commander. There we go. And that triggered my ability, so I'm getting extra AP next turn, so potentially be able to attack more often. And give a full warning also to the rogue trader to increase his dodging, and with that, end of turn.
Alright, well, 31. Yeah, this is the only one. I feel like it'll be easier. Yeah, I might take the risk, it's less, but at least I'll be able to get more shots out. Damn it.
It's still worth it just for the sound of how it sounds.
Yeah.
Soul gaze. So, let's see here. This attack inflicts bleeding on the target. Oh, I did the sweep and not a swing. That was the issue. Good-yo. We're putting again on Endure on us. And let's see if we can make him bleed. He's parrying that. You little rascal. The other one is kind of not caring that there's a friendly unit next to him.
On it.
And starts shrieking on you. Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah. Ooh, he's got like 1 HP left.
Downward credits. So then I want to do an analyze enemy.
Was that you? Or
So we're analyzing the enemy. That will give us exploits on the enemy, and then we can use the expose weakness. The operator removes all exploits from the target, decreasing their dodge and parry for the next turn. So I'm kind of like scanning him and then telling everybody, hey, shoot there, and then everybody will have higher chances to hit him. Also, like all the classes, they're really, really well fledged out and play well in terms of the roleplay aspects and tactical aspects. So, please don't hit me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fire. You're right in my. I don't know if I can fire.
I think you can. Wouldn't mind hit me, but give it a try. For the content. Oof. I felt that in the butt cheeks. He and his soul gaze. I have a feeling that he's like sucking the energy out of me. I cannot even move to the tile next to him. Kind of stuck to the tile here in front of him, but let's do a swing. Hopefully making him bleed, and we're gonna keep enduring, lowering the damage that he does to us as long as possible. So we're gonna keep data collecting on him.
anything else?
There we go, and I will expose his weakness. So you have a high chance on hitting
But
him
of course.
when it's your turn.
Let's hope.
And I can even shriek on him.
Anything
Wow.
else?
That was a lot of moves this turn.
Got a lot of HP, doesn't he? Right, let's go. I can't walk up there.
I mean, you're still winded from your run and gun, so that will come now as well. But ooh, nice one.
Ooh. I've got nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna reload.
In your stupid soul gaze. Oh, now the special ability triggered, where I could make an daring breach. So that means whenever you fight enough, you collect, let's call it some sort of like momentum. It's even called momentum, and that gives you access to a special combat ability, like an heroic act, so to say, that brings you out of a dire situation. And this, for example, the warrior immediately restores all AP and movement points until the end of the turn. They can lose movement points after performing the attack. The warrior has no limit on melee attacks on this turn. So I'm gonna trigger that after I'm attacking him. So I'm gonna attack once,
Not a problem for me.
put hopefully some bleed on him. Then I'm triggering the daring breach, the heroic act.
My time is now.
That gives me all my AP back, and now I can attack as often as I want on him without closing my movements. So I can attack again.
Nice
And off
one.
he goes. There we go. What have you done? Don't touch me! I will manage on my own.
All right, so
None shall stand in
I
my
think
way.
we should stop it here so we don't get into any spoiler territory.
Definitely. We'll let everybody find out what happens if you go against her or if you go with her on their own.
It's a cool boss fight, though.
And leave it at that. So, what is your verdict on trying out the co-op thing?
I think it's a good system. I think, honestly, as long as everything works as intended upon release, obviously, being in like the whole Warhammer video game sphere for a long time, make sure that you realize that sometimes what works in early access does not work on launch. But if everything works at launch, like this has been working, I'm going to be very happy.
I think also that it works smoothly in terms of the commands are instantly executed when playing together. As you said, we have an easy give the control to somebody else if he's like, as you said, well, I'm gonna have to go AFK. You can swap controls on the get-go. I would love to see some improvements in terms of including the other players into the conversation, in terms of like a voting system or some visualizing stuff where you can see, okay, the other players would like you to choose this answer. And other than that, I think the sound design is good, the world presentation is good. And I hope that this kind of atmosphere, premise, and intensity and plot hooking will remain throughout the entirety of the game. I'm not sure how long the game will be, but I can imagine it will be around 60 hours plus, maybe even double or more, if you do everything in the game.
It's not too bad, yeah. And these types of games always allow for like replayability and so on. So
yeah, and we didn't even touch the spaceship combat that we have there as well when our ship comes into combat on in space with others. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for December and dive deep into a full playthrough campaign on this. Do you think you will give this a full playthrough, or will you just have a go with it and see where it goes?
Open to it, honestly. I'm honestly quite open to it. It depends on everything really, but I think from what I've been talking to my viewers about this, I kind of like what I'm seeing. So if they like it, I like it. It's one of those types of situations. I'm more inclined to give it a proper good go if everyone seems quite excited about it, you know?
Yeah, I totally hear you from the content creator verdict. Yeah. Well, the great Book of Grudges, I thank ye for joining me along on this, testing this out. It was a great honor to be shoulder by shoulder fighting against these heretics. And who knows, maybe those watching this would be inclined to have us do a full run together. I'm down for that. We could record something on a regular basis. And hope to hear and see you soon again.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks a lot for everyone watching, and I see you next time.